Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing another video on this new room. I guess this will probably be, I'm thinking part 3 of the electrical side of this. A little bit of change since the last time. Not really electrically, but I'm not sure if I showed it last time, but the door, or not the door. The room is now painted gray to match the rest of these walls. So I also put this, you can see me, hi. You can see, I got this film stuff on here so you can't see in anymore, like a privacy thing. It's the same thing I done on this bathroom. Same thing there, so just so you can't see in there. See what else has changed. So yeah, there's that film on this side. We also kind of have a light in here now. You guys will like this setup here. So the ground is hanging from that Lumex strap, and we are wired into our Lumex like that. So I'm thinking today, the stuff we gotta get done is let's try and get an emergency light in there, and let's get our fire alarm pulled over there, not installed yet, but let's at least get fire alarm wire and box put in for heat detector. So I get so many comments saying, are you putting this in? Are you putting this in? So I feel like I gotta answer a few questions. So I'm not trying to make you guys mad, but I don't have any plans on putting a horn strobe in there or not. A lot of these things are like, yeah, if it was a demo system, I would, but this, like, sure, it's good for demonstration, but this also is a real system because there is no secondary system out here. This is the only thing I have to alert me of an issue in this building. So it's really not something I play with, as it is a real life safety system in here, and I treat it as so, where I don't change out devices, I don't mess with it other than our monthly testing. So I don't have any plans to put Pulse Station in. It's just a storage room. As far as horn strobe coverage, I mean, the bathroom is kind of a living space, so that makes sense. But this room here, I do have a strobe, but again, I don't really need it in here. That I could have got away without it too, as it's a storage room. At least this one, it's more legit to have it in there, as if you were in that room. There is no strobe coverage. This one, though, just because it's privacy screen doesn't mean it'll block light. You'll still sort of get strobe coverage in here from the strobe on the other side, so I'm not worried about that. And my plans is I ordered a heat detector, I ordered a smoke detector because I want to put a heat detector in this room. So my other existing storage room here, I feel it's more important to have better protection in this room, as we've got lots of equipment that charges lights, chargers, power supplies for stuff. So this one, there's more likely to be an issue in this room, and smoke detectors are more effective, in my opinion. So I think we're better to have a smoke detector in here. So I'll put a smoke detector in here, and I will take this SDH 365 and put it in the new storage room, as that doesn't, I don't really think there's ever going to be anything charging in there. Plus smoke, not that this is really a legit thing, but it would happen. Smoke can get out of the top of there and flow right into this one. This one, it can't. There is no escape for it. I mean, it can get up there and it might activate that one, but it's got a lot more stuff to go around. So I think it makes more sense to have a heat in that room, which is just storage, and where stuff is actually getting done in this room, have a smoke detector. That's my plan. You guys are also questioning about access control, and I may have answered this in some of the other parts, but no, there is not going to be access control, and the reason is no, the access control, the use of it is really is not for me. It's for other family members and other people who I want to give access to. and they don't need in this room. It's a storage room for fire alarm stuff. They don't need access. Really, the only places that others would need access is the front door, of course, and this room, just because of the fact, mainly just that there is some, just because of the key lockbox, so they can fob into the front door, fob into this storage room in order to get various keys to other places on my property and devices for, say, resetting fire alarms or if any other incidents happen or anything. So once again, if somebody needs access to that room, they can come in here, come to the key box, and then literally go right here and open the door. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Garage key. Take the garage key. And if there wasn't stuff in the way, that would work for them. So yeah, no access control as of right now. You know, I don't even use the access control. I just use keys usually. Sometimes I use access control. Just depending on, I don't know, not really depending on anything, just whatever happens, whatever goes in my hand without thinking about it is what happens. So again, access control, really not for me. If I was the only one that ever need access in here, I probably wouldn't have access control. Just because it's easier to delete fobs and program people new ones and restrict hours and that sort of stuff. Anyways, that was a lot of me talking. Let's actually get some stuff done here. First, let's extend our SLC loop. So I'm going to take a 5 conductor from that SD365 and go over into that room, and we'll go into a box. First, I'll place my box, and then I'll run our wire 5 conductor because it's a Class A loop on my system. Class A loop is a superior setup to Class B. Obviously, if you lose one side, your whole SLC and your whole basically system doesn't go down, which is quite important. So got to continue the Class A loop. This is address probably, I believe that was address 8, the 9, 10, 11. So that's address 8. I believe is what I'll have to do. So I'll put the heat detector in there, and that will probably, I'll put that as address 12, I guess. And I'll put the smoke detector in the old storage room to address 7. Actually, let's look. Not really important yet, but okay, address 6. Ah, look, we beat it. Didn't even go to trouble. All right, let's mount the box for our heat detector here somewhere. So I think I'll put it like as far back as I can go. All right, I stuck this piece of wire in that box to make sure we got enough length. Now I'm just using up this little scrap because I don't want to peel off a whole new one. So I don't have enough to do a loop, but it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna take down this detector and wire it all up as if our new detector is in place, and then I'll just splice it together in our new box so the SLC won't break up. And yeah, I'll put the system in trouble. I kinda gotta. I'll shut that up in a second. That's where I need a connector. I knew I was forgetting something when I went into the storage room. Trick is with this little ripcord to wrap it around a screwdriver. There ain't much here, but it's already way better. Doesn't matter which one, will splice right onto here, and the other one will, the other side will still stay on our detector where these will go to it. Okay, I realized that made no sense. So basically right now one side of the SLC comes to the detector and one side of the SLC leaves the detector. We got to continue the SLC, so basically let's say the one side that was coming to the detector is now going to go right to the new room. It's going to splice onto 2 wires heading to the new room, and those 2 wires heading back from the new room will then splice onto the detector, and then the other ones leaving the SLC will just go onto the detector with the ones coming to it. So we just won't come right to the detector from the one side of the SLC. It will splice to the new room first, and then that will come back to the detector, and then the other part of the SLC going out just stays the same, still stays on the detector. Hopefully that makes a little more sense. Put our blue to our red, which I've got the colors messed up on the system. Usually blue would be negative. Put our ground on here. Put both of the positives on there. So throw our negatives back on. And we can put our detector back, so that will get rid of the detector trouble, but we'll still have the SLC broken in the middle. Alright, I gotta make up this box in here now. Alright, there we go, that's all done. Okay, now that we're all sorted out with this here, let's do our emergency light. This is actually like a day after I recorded showing you that detector box. It's time to put emergency light in there. I think I'll probably just throw this unit in. It's already out, so I'll just put that one in. It still works fine. I just don't really need it out here. It's more than I really need, so I'll probably put that in here somewhere. I might just actually put it on the ceiling. I don't know if I want to put it on the wall. I might just put it on the ceiling facing down, so we'll see. I'm not sure if I'll take power off there or in there. That's physically close. Yeah, it's pretty close. All right, let's take a look up here. So I'll take this exit sign down. Doing exit signs like this, do yourself a favor and get a drill. These screws are so long. Oh, look at that, dropped the screw, but it ended up in the top of the exit sign. Alright, so right now we've got 3 conductors coming off of this. We've got our power coming in, power going out, which actually goes to our new room, or my old new room, that storage room the existing storage room, and then another 2 conductor goes out to our outside emergency light. So we are still good to splice on another one. There's also 2 other splices tucked up in the back. That's from a different circuit though. That's just all that is for the garage door opener. So I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't put any more under that Moret, but I can take a couple off and make another splice, or just get a bigger Moret. That's what I'll probably do. So this isn't too busy. I'm okay with adding on to this. got some needle nose here. You can't just pull straight down though, or you will break those tabs. It happens pretty easily. So you're gonna push in and pull down somewhat gently. We may have broken it there. It's not broken yet, but. Alright, I'm gonna unsplice that one from in here so I can put it in the new room, splice it up, and then make that connection here. So I gotta unsplice it from right here. Alright, this guy is down, that is unspliced. I'll have to take out that wire. It's unspliced from the box. It's not in the box on the other end where I unspliced it, so the wire's just there, which it needs to go. It has to go, so it'll go eventually. So this emergency light, I may put it like right there, or I may put it on the ceiling. I'm trying to decide. I wonder how far down these can angle. That's as far down as they go. Oh, I broke that one. This isn't even a durability testing video and I'm still breaking stuff. I guess that's pretty far down. I don't know. Let me see what it looks like with the light off. Turn the light off in here. Mount it sort of right there on that wall. I can't really find a great spot, so the best I can do is that wall, because I got to keep in mind that there's going to be a light fixture too, so I guess I'll just put it on that wall. All right, now I've just got to put the cover on which I've lost one of the screws too, but oh well. And then adjust the heads. This one's as far down as it goes. I'll also put this one as far down as it goes. Now I'm not sure if we want it more that way or not, or I don't know, I guess we'll just leave it like this. Alright, that's all done. Now I gotta splice everything up here, which I'll just do a time lapse. It's not very exciting. Just strip the Lumex that I just brought in, land the ground on the grounds and neutrals on the neutrals, hots on the hots, and put the exit sign back up. Alright, I did turn our breaker off for that one, so I'm going to turn it back on, and that light that we just put up in there should go off. Everything's back to standby, and this guy's off. Sweet. Well, now that we've got emergency light in there, let's get actual light in here. I got a light fixture here. It doesn't have a cover on it like a lens, but it's fine because it's just a storage room. It's actually the same identical light fixture as what I have right here. As you can see, it's a quite bright fixture. It lights up the room quite well. This was an upgrade from that one up there, then I ended up putting that one up there. So I think another one of these in that room should work great. Yeah, and this room has even more things obstructing the light, and it's a slightly bigger room. So I'm pretty sure in, how to fix this? This isn't latching. Oh, never mind, it did latch right. Maybe I did fix it. Turns out door was fixed last night, but some idiot had already forgot about what he had done the past night. So, this room's not quite as big, so it should work quite well in here. Alright, let's get the tools and ladder out, and let's get the tools and ladder back over here and do that light. Alright, here is our light fixture. It's got these little pieces of tape off the end, which we will take off. So let's figure out how we want to mount this and run power into it. I'll probably end up running power into the back or into the side. We don't have to mount this on a box, so which is nice. I'm hoping we can get it where an end lands on this stud, or that joist and that joist. And if we have it perfectly centered, assuming the knockouts are perfectly centered, that joist will block that back knockout, so we'll just use a side knockout. Let me just hold it up there to visually see how it will go. Yeah, it's not going to be able to attach on both ends, so I think we'll attach it for sure. Let's just see where we can attach it. Tape will definitely have to come off. Sorry about this filter. I had to blur something out, and it was just easier to put this whole filter over the video instead of just blurring it. I guess this is all that's holding on. So if I take this off, oh, I think I remember this. Did these pull out somehow? They come into this LED part. You can push down on these little little tabs and pull out the wires, which that way You can then take this off. It is still attached, but you can actually swing it over. Okay, these are the screws. These are the screws that then hold the cover on. Some instructions. I think if we go, let's go 9 inches out from right here. And I'll just mark the same right here. And I don't think we're going to be able to land on that one, that's for sure. I'm going to give up on that idea. Put it this way so our side knockout is on this side facing our Lumex. Now I need to get a hole in here. Maybe this is my sign I need new drill bit set when I'm using self-tappers as a drill bit. Hey, it's not stupid if it works, right? I'm telling you, a good new self-tapper can be better than a drill bit for going through this thin metal like this. It's just convenient. Just clicks right on. Drill's just as good. Alright, and it turns out we will be able to use our knockout. So the light's not really super sturdy at that end, but it's fine. Push out our knockout here. That hurt. Kind of like gouged my finger into the side. But luckily, it's not bleeding, so we just pushed that little flap of skin that got kind of removed back. Look at that. It's like the longest moments of your life when you cut yourself and you're just waiting to see if it's going to bleed or not. And then finally when you realize it doesn't, it does hurt though. Alright, I will turn off the light so it blows some. Alright, there we go. I'll put another staple in there. I've kind of left a little bit of a loopy loop. Strip our Lumex. Take off our sheathing. Now we'll put this under our bonding screw. Now we've already got a bonding screw there, but oh, I remember this part of these light fixtures suck. I suppose I could fit it under that other one right there, or maybe I should just put a self-tapper in it. It's supposed to be a machine screw, so we're not really supposed to. I guess we'll just try and fit it under that bonding screw for this guy already. Memories of that last light fixture, I remember we had to do that. Make a loop. You can see this. Just gonna make a loop there. You know what, that's actually a good idea. Turn off our emergency light circuit so you guys can see a little better. It's the best idea I've had in like a solid few days. Went the wrong way. Go the way that the screw turns in. Better than that. Well, I mean, I know I'm supposed to, but I shouldn't be making the mistake even. Alright, there we go. Thing's bonded. Happy now. This guy can tuck back up in here. That don't need to be hangling dangling. Now this inline disconnect right here are wires. We'll just punch into it once we get them stripped. Inline disconnect just so you can disconnect the ballast. You don't have to turn the whole circuit off. You just take the inline disconnect and pull it out. So these are pretty simple. They just push in. White will push right into the white. Black will push into the black. Give it a pull. And they'll only plug in one way. There you have it. Let's test this thing works. That sucks. Oh, never mind. I gotta wire it back up. Of course it doesn't work. I was like, I hear it. Why isn't it turning on? But that's right. I unplugged that LED chip board thing. All right, now we just got to screw on this thing, and then we'll reconnect that part. There's one. There we go, there's our second one. And we'll put these guys back on. Red would be positive, that'll just push back in. Blue would be negative. Now I think this light's probably supposed to have a slide-in lens to go in there, but I don't care. It's a storage room. Alright, I'm pretty cool with that. That light seems to work pretty well. Definitely brightened it up in here. It's pretty good and bright. So I think that's going to be it for this video. We got emergency lighting all sorted out and light fixture. And next video will be fire alarm, where we got to do a bunch of fire alarm work. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave those down in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.